Welcome everybody to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast, and in this video I'm going to give you my review for Doctor Who Special 3, now streaming on Disney+. I have plenty of thoughts to say about it. If you're wondering where Dylan's at, well, we decided that the solution is binary, and we split for the moment for the whole month. I'll update you guys in a community post later on. As for the most part, this episode, again, was mid, unfortunately. But was it a nice send-off for David Tennant? I believe so. Again, I'm not a huge Doctor Who fan, but I felt like the point of his ending was pretty poignant. And Kurigawa makes an appearance. They split for the first time ever in Doctor Who mythos. You can do that. Was it contrived? Was it cheesy? Yes. Kurigawa is a pretty cool dude, though. In this episode, at least, he embodies the eccentric tone that David Tennant has. So I think that part completely matched. We are introduced to Toymaker, played by Neil Patrick Harris. He's kind of cheesy, man. I'm not gonna lie. He's not the best villain. I know that he is kind of this Doctor Who staple villain from back in the day, and it did show some flashbacks of other iterations. He did this German accent that was kind of obnoxious at times. It reminded me of Billy Madison when he was talking to those shampoo bottles. He's like, "Hey, mister, could you see how are you?
I leave the hair silky and smooth."
And so that part kind of pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. The rest of the episode kind of felt just like filler until the very end. The stakes, I guess, were high, but they didn't really show much of that. And they spent time in this weird interdimensional hotel room thingy-majiggy that, for the most part, was actually pretty creepy. I enjoy the creepy elements from Doctor Who. I know that there are many of creepy elements in Doctor Who, and I'm sure fans will know that. So as an introduction to Doctor Who, I was pleased to see how much they could balance creepy elements, horror elements, and then mix in the funny stuff. But I think if you mix that with the contrived moments, and as people were saying, a lot of controversial moments as well, then you end up with mid episodes, unfortunately. I hope you guys aren't like Mel Gibson yelling to his wife to Russell T Davies.
How dare you! How fucking dare you!
But yeah, so Doctor Who, David Tennant at the end, he starts to realize that maybe he just needs to rest, right? Instead of go away, instead of burning in hell, he decides, well, yeah, I probably need to rest. And by doing that, by having this new family, Donna's family, I realized really what I'm fighting for. And I thought that was a really sweet way to end things on a high note, at least for his doctor. And Kurigawa, again, he seems very much like David Tennant's doctor, but more so, I'd say, reassuring and loving. And I hope those two elements can mix together, and hopefully we get a really great new Doctor Who series down the line. If anything, Bob Iger is going through a lot of shit right now, so I don't really know how the future will be. Hey, only the Doctor can tell, right? How the future will be for the Doctor Who series. For this episode, I thought it was a pretty sweet ending, pretty cheesy ending. There was a little tease that Toymaker's gold molar, somebody picked it up, so perhaps he'll wreak havoc later on in Kurigawa's run. As for the rest of the episode, it was pretty forgettable, not going to lie. I'll hand it to them, though. It does feel like it has a bigger budget. It does feel more polished, which we're all like, what's going on with the VFX and Disney projects and stuff like that? This was pretty well polished. The CGI wasn't bad. The story was completely cheese through and through, unfortunately. Now, we reviewed episode 1. That I think we could all agree that was ass, you know. Episode 2 was pretty much filler, but I think it was fine. Episode 3, I actually prefer special 2, even if special 2 was, you know, whatever, filler. But I don't know, there's something about special 2 where it just was better for some reason. Special 3 was all over the place. And again, the ending, I think, was just the key moment. And it could have been better. The whole specials could have been better. And it's weird because we just came off Jodie Whittaker's run, and I heard a lot of people hated her run. And then we got these 3 specials, and then now we're going to have Nkurigawa's run. So I hope they learned a lesson. But again, I'm an optimist. I'm thinking they probably had learned their lesson. And at least we get to see David Tennant with Vin Diesel and the Fast and Furious family at the end. Hopefully they could be on a Peacock exclusive in the future. I don't know. Yeah, this episode was all right. If I had to rate this episode, I'd probably rate it a 6 out of 10. And that is my review for Doctor Who Special 3 and kind of Special 1 and 2 and whatever. I'm hoping for the best for the future. If you guys are new to this channel, check out our other videos. We have plenty of reviews, and just because I'm doing this whole month by myself doesn't mean that we don't have a lot of content coming your way. My goodness, we have plenty of surprises too. It's going to be a jam-packed month, so stick with me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, actually drop a like and sub to the channel. That'll really help your boy out. I'm Akram. As always, I love you guys. I'll see you.